Good day, everyone. It's a beautiful moment. Welcome to Footlane School of Shoemaking. In this episode, we'll be looking at the introduction to shoemaking. Shoemaking itself is the act of making footwear. The footwear in this context encompasses leather slippers, leather sandals, and leather shoes. Basically, people who make footwear are called shoemakers. Now let's get familiar with the tools and materials we'll be using as shoemakers so that when we get into the process of making these footwear, we won't be lost by the time I start mentioning the names of these tools. So to start with, I have here, this is called a cutting knife. A cutting knife, we use it to do cuttings when it comes to shoemaking processes. This is stitching awl. Stitching awl, we use it for manual hand stitching in shoemaking. This is lasting plier. We use it to fasten the leather on the lasts. This is pincer. We also use it to fasten our upper on the lasts. We have here our leather scissors. We use it to do cutting. Most especially, this one is dedicated for leathers only. So we use it to cut leather. Okay, so this is a gum brush. Okay, so we use it to apply gum on leather. So you can see this one. After cutting it, this is what we have here. This is also a scissors, but it is called a pinking scissors. It has a unique way of cutting out leather. We have hammer. I want to believe that most of us are familiar with hammer, so we use it to hit our nails when it comes to shoemaking. We also have mallet. Mallet, you can use it to hit the surface of any material that you've gummed together to ensure it lasts very long. We also have ruler. This you can use in your pattern making. You have your punchers to make holes on leather materials. You have them in different sizes as well. You have the tape rule. I know most of us are familiar with tape rule. We use it for measurement, okay, so that we can be accurate when it comes to developing our patterns. We also have the sandpaper. Sandpaper, we have them. We have the smooth, and we also have the rough as well. Like this that you can see, this is the smooth sandpaper, while this is the rough sandpaper. Okay. So we also have our punching board. We also have the punching board. So the punchers work effectively on the punching board. You can see this one, we've made very good use of it. That is why you are seeing different holes on it. For the punching board, this is how it works. You place your punch on the leather, and you place the leather on the punching board. Then you use your hammer to make holes on the leather. Okay, so the last but not the least, we have our filing machine. We use it to roughen and smoothen any material that we may be working with that requires to be filed. We also have the sewing machine as well. We also have the lasts. Okay, we have the last too. So this is a last. So we have different types of last. We have the rubber last and we have the wooden last. This particular last is a rubber last and is for slippers. You can see this opening. this opening means that this particular last is for slippers last. So assuming there is no opening here, we can conclude that it is for a shoe. So for this particular one is a slippers last because it has this opening. Thank you. Okay, here is the sewing machine. So this is what we use to stitch our leather materials together if we are not using the manual approach. Now we'll be talking about health and safety tips. Basically, that will be our PPE, personal protective equipment that will be needed when at work. First on my list is we have our goggle here. So this is my goggle, and I'm going to demonstrate it here so that you can all see. Okay, so how do I look, guys? Okay, I hope I look good. Okay, so this goggle will prevent dust from entering into our eyes or flying objects when making use of filing machine or any other process in shoemaking. So let's take cognizance of this because it will go a long way in helping us. So the next on my list is air plug. So air plug, I'm also going to demonstrate it so that you can also know how it's being used. Okay, so air plug, because sometimes while you are at work, there are noises all over the place, people making use of their hammer, making use of their filing machine, making use of sewing machine, and at different time the noise tends to go higher. And so with the help of your air plug, it's going to help to reduce the noise. That is number one. It's also going to help to stop dust from entering into our ears. Okay, because some people may not react to it immediately, but in the future there's going to be a build up, and eventually there will be a reaction to all of this. So the next on my list is the nose masks. So the nose masks, we always advise that you make use of your nose masks so that it will prevent the inhaling. It will prevent the inhaling of dust, into your nostrils. And like I said earlier, that some people react to it immediately, while some people will react to it in the future. So we advise that we make use of all these PPEs so that you don't react to it in the future. So the next on my list is the air nets. You can see the air net will also prevent your hair from getting dandruff. Okay, so I advise that you also make use of your hair net per time so that your hair is not dusty when using the filing machine. So the last but not the least is the apron. So I'm also going to demonstrate this. Okay, so the reason why you are using apron is so that your clothing doesn't get stained when using gum or working on any projects that you may have before you per time. So health and safety is important when it comes to shoemaking. It doesn't matter whether you are passionate about it or you want to make money out of shoemaking, but the most important thing is your health. It matters, and you must give it the priority it deserves. Thank you.